Let's take a look. Interesting. You are very much, see, like they're almost identical. You're very much who you present to the world, who you are on the inside. Don't hold back very often. You're just like not much of a filter.
I gotta make sure not to give any signs.
That's
away.
right. No, nothing. All right, I won't even. No, you don't either.
That's why I
don't
don't
look
like
at you.
It's because I cannot handle the face. He's judging me, and I can't.
It's like, let's see. I would say that you are a risk taker, even though I got that wrong last time. Super well balanced though, and really good businessman. Do you work for yourself, or maybe you work for yourself? You do very well at it. You're independent by nature, but you have like a party friend that, like, you have a friend that's like, when you get wild, you have one person that you go and get wild with. They're like your babysitter because otherwise you're super independent. Let's see.
My poker face is.
You're pretty good. I think earlier childhood was a little bit of a challenge for you, but I'd say maybe before 10, there was someone, an adult that came into your life. It could be family, but someone that was more of a mentor to you, someone outside of your nuclear family that really changed your mindset and put your mind at ease. There's a little chaos at that time in your life. So they taught you to stay calm in the chaos and that you could change it. So you see how your lifeline here is kind of a little bit broken up, almost like a chain, right? So that person came in earlier on and mentored you through the hardest years, like you said. It's true. But it really helped you create the life path that you're living now, which is like super business, direct, like no nonsense, and good with career. You've had some luck in career and opportunities that came to you, but for the most part, you made that yourself. So this is your fate line here is kind of fate. So this is where people have kind of come in with the opportunities, but you found the opportunity first and then made something of it. Nothing was ever handed to you. Let's see. You're very skeptical. That one's a given. You're skeptical of people, but you're starting to learn that humanity, for the most part, isn't as terrible. It is and it isn't. I know that's contradictory, but you're finding a community you can really trust and be vulnerable with. And that's a little new for you. You're a mom, you have kids. You're an amazing mom. That's part of what changed your direction there too, was becoming a mom. And they really taught you to be open and loving, because in the past, prior to becoming a mom, you were a little harder to share your feelings with anyone. But that's been it's like you're a new person once you became, I mean, who isn't? But for you in particular, the emotion that you've been able to share, sometimes even overwhelming. Sometimes you just even look at your kids and they're like, oh my God, right? All right, let's look at this side. This is your inner self, so I'm not going to go too deep and expose you here. You have a kind of a clean slate in life. You don't have a lot of karmic debt. You're looking at things from fresh eyes. You have protective spirits from you. I don't think you've necessarily lost loved ones in this life, but you have protective ancestors that, or even maybe loved ones that you lost as a child that you didn't really know, that look over you. Never really had too much trouble with procrastinating. You like to chill, but you also are happy to do the work. You don't need anyone to motivate you. You just get it done. A lot of challenges early on again. A lot more emotional. I think as a child you were, why are you one sibling? Only child? I'm not sure. Thinking one sibling, is that your party partner? Your siblings? No? No, are you only child? No.
She's
Okay.
one sibling. I'm giving it to her.
No, guys, do you have a bunch?
No, just one.
You do have one.
I'm
Your
giving it
party
to her.
partner? No.
She's trying not to like any faces.
I know.
But I'm gonna give that one to
That's
her.
right.
She's got one sibling.
Right. Let's see. So, do you have problems with your legs or your knees or anything? Something? Well, I'll just tell you that watch out for that. If you like, it may be something else, but I'm thinking like joint problems. So just keep an eye out for that. In the past, let's look on this side. You've had trouble in the past dividing your heart energy, giving, like most moms, enough energy to yourself and your loved ones and accomplishing your goals. So you do sometimes feel a little overwhelmed that way and could use a little more time to yourself, but then doing stuff like this. But you do okay, but maybe as your kids get a little more freedom, do some of their own things. Because this is where I'm showing you. These two divides your heart line here. So this is where you would want to be giving a bit more energy to yourself. It is already fading, you know what I mean? So good balance though, spirituality, like you have a good flow with the universe and your energy. You're not super religious, but health is good other than the joint thing. And yeah, really good emotional, like you're solid.